and Richard is here with us now. Richard, what evidence led the DA investigator to question David Temple's innocence after all these years?
Well, he read a lot of statements from people who lived in the neighborhood that he considered inconsistent, and that raised his suspicions. But there were some real problems in his mind with the timeline, which is prosecutor talk for, could he have done it? Did he have time to do it? And they raised so many questions about that they sort of squeezed the available time down to about 8 minutes, more or less. And he had to do a lot in that 8 minutes, and so that's what started this whole ball rolling.
So what does David Temple say happened the night his wife was murdered?
Well, he wasn't. He says he wasn't in the house. I mean, he was seen on a surveillance video around the same time of the murder, which is why the timeline is so important. So, I mean, he says he doesn't know because he wasn't there, and he said that sort of from the get-go.
Wow. So when is the court expected to rule in this case?
Well, that's a really good question. You know, you can go broke betting on when courts or juries are going to do something. We feel it could be pretty soon, but with an appellate court, you know, it could be tomorrow, it could be next year. But there are some signs that they're moving on this sooner rather than later.
David, you've been following this for 9 years.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah. Do you have a sense of whether or not you think he's guilty or innocent?
You know, again,
it's a tough question, right?
Yeah, and I always answer those questions this way. It doesn't really matter what I think. What matters is obviously what the jury thinks, and in this case, what people who are looking at this story think, because you know, a lot of justice is just common sense. And we'll lay out all the facts of this case, both sides, and this is a very contentious case, and there are two very strong sides to it, which, you know, it makes a good story, but on the flip side, you know, there are lives involved, so it's a big decision.
Indeed.
Richard Schlesinger, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And don't forget to watch Richard's full report, Playing by the Rules, tomorrow night on 48 Hours. That's at 10, 9 Central, only on CBS.